Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. And in this episode, I will be travelling to Havens Above, now in full fruition, with all of the Watchers alive. Now that I have created a new timeline to prevent the fall of Yggdrasil. Well, I'll be going to visit the Elder, who will give me the Wheel of Time and kind of explain how I'm going to break the massive barrier that's surrounding Calasmos. And I believe it does give you the Wheel of Time first. You go to the tower, and once you've done that, you are told to find seedlings that are scattered throughout the world. So hopefully I can get that done. And then once that's done, I think everybody should get their levels back. I think they do want to go to Havens Above. And I'll probably get up to point close to where I get the Calasmos. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So of course, this is going to be mostly story related again. It's going to be like that for now. That's just the way it is. But anyway, I'm going to go to Luminary's Landing and of course go from there. You know. I hope I haven't thooped myself by zooming away before I went on Cretaceous. Unless I can go from thinking that I should be able to go from here now. Of course that meteorite isn't, or that piece of rock, whatever it was, is no longer there. It's quite cool. We can go into here now. Yeah, everything is unlocked. I can literally go anywhere. I mean, most dungeons I want to go back to. Like I said, some dungeons from even Act 1 have no enemies filled in for them. You've got a few from Act 1 and 2. You know, there's not too much. Anyway, let's go from here. So let's get it. So you've got one in Mount Panglai. You've got one in one of the railway stations. Which one was it? It was the one with no enemies in it, and it's quite green. You have one near Svardrust, I believe. Going to get everybody's first reactions to Havens Above again. As you can see, it looks a bit different now because there's extra stuff. Because the rest of it didn't crash down into Octagonian. So you get 3 quests here altogether. This is the last town, technically, you visit in the game. Because this is full new.
This place is insane. Who builds a town on a rock in the sky?
Deities, my friend.
Long ago, all was peace, all was harmony. Yggdrasil blessed us, faithful servants of World Tree. But shadow fell, horror from above. Now shadow falls again. Perhaps he returns. Perhaps Calasmos, Dark One, hater of life, bringer of death.
Dear.
Luminary, Cetacea rider. No time. Come. Speak with Elder.
These will be the Watchers that seer lassie was on about then, eh?
It seems they know something of the Dark Star. Come, let us speak with their Elder.
Okay. So, the Place of Legends, that's the bit that fell, the bit at the top, and then you have these 3 other places that fell around as well. So they're all connected, but I'm going to go straight to the Elder first. So that's shut for now. Let's just go around. You know, because I want to do all the story-based elements first. I think once I talk to the Elder, everybody gets their powers back from that too. So everybody gets levels and abilities. I don't know if I have to redo the character builders, I don't remember. As I said, Veronica will have to be done, of course, because she was dead in Act 2. So. That's just the way it is. So I'll leave everything else for now until I've spoken with the Elder. I'll also get the final key as well. So, no. Verily, I do protect the Elder, and see that all who goo before him do so in the slime-honest fashion. You treat him with respect or lose your head. Respect the Elder, or I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks. I don't know why they stutter. What that means? I don't know. Anyway, so this is where the wheel was, of course. There we go. Hello, hi Charles! How are you?
Wisest Watcher. Eagle Town.
Constantly asleep.
For all time. Sees all. Sleeps much. Wake seldom. Thought would wake the luminary, but no. Listen. Tell Watcher story. Look.
That's Calasmos.
Ancient times. Calasmos comes. Seeks power. Power of Yggdrasil brings evil, monsters, miasma, destruction. But Yggdrasil sees, sends savior, Earthwind, luminary, ancestor. Rides Cetaceia, crosses Erdrea, gathers companions. Ruston, warrior.
Droston, that's his name.
Serenica, sage. Morkant, sorcerer.
So this also explains how Mordegon came about. And Mordegon was never originally a villain. It was just Calasmos came first, but Mordegon kind of came. Well, you're going to get it explained.
Join
But,
forces.
yeah.
Make sword of light. Long battle. Dark one defeated. Peace returns.
But if they beat him, what's he doing back?
Not know. But know this. Your birth. Your coming.
So that Darkling,
You
this can only be
are light.
assumed that
Light
when Calasmos
banished
died, he
out.
kind of split off a part of his soul and time travelled when he was, caged up, so that he could do it. So that's what Mordegon meant by saying that I'm not the only one that has, controlled the flow of time.
But how? Not know. Seedling. Huh? Elder! Elder, wait! Elder speaks! Silence! Listen! Seedlings of Yggdrasil. Seedlings know all. Seedlings! Yes! Give gift! Follow! Temple of Dawn!
Seedlings know all. Elder said important words. Go to Mayor and Temple, awaiting luminary. And he's gone back to sleep. And there is the Wheel of Time. This section of very ancient looking memorial depicts some small white beings up that look like balls of light. There must be some kind of cog embedded in it. It must be some kind of cog, you know exactly what it is. And there is the seedlings. Section, so there we go. And then you've got a dragon alongside yeah, the lazy elder. You've got the dragon alongside Yggdrasil. I don't know. I don't think anybody that's going to be watching this knows the dragon. Anyway, here's the final key. The ultimate key, there we go. So I can open any door now. Just basically all the grey ones. Because you only see that dragon once. I'm not going to say when. And yeah, I mean, it's Ig Dragon, or the Dragon God, It's in Dragon Quest 4 and 5, for definite. Is it in 6? I mean, 6 is supposed to be connected, because 4, 5 and 6 is supposed to be another trilogy, so I'm not sure. And I'm going to go to the Temple of Dawn. I'm not going to look around the town yet, because I just want to, before I do any exploration or any quest, I literally just want to get the story section done. Because it doesn't take much for you to get to Calasmos. You do this bit, you go to the temple, you get your seedlings done, and I think that's when you get the Wheel of Time, and then you return to the Timekeeper, and then you have to go back to the battleground again to get the ore and the hammer, and this time you forge something for Cetacea, if memory serves. And then you use Cetacea to break the barrier to Calasmos, but you won't be doing that straight away, because I'll be doing all the other post-game stuff. Anyway, here we go.
Feelings ancient, sacred, protect land, remember. Feeling here, remember, but not Dark One, not how to beat, but feelings below, on land, 3 feelings. These 2 remember, perhaps how to beat.
As I said, one of the railway stations, I think one near Svardsrust and then one in Mount Panglai. So I know where 2 of them are. I think there's one near Svardsrust.
Lights here. Raise hand.
So you got to do the guiding light stuff again. So you do this, but you do different stuff now.
Wait, the mark.
I said you want to do this first anyway, so you get everybody's levels back. Because at this point, nobody knows when you get your levels back. I was like, oh shit, is this actually going to go down?
Whoa! Did all that light just get squished down into that little thing?
Because I'll go back to the battleground now.
Guiding light. Flame of Yggdragon. Creator of Erdrea. Awakens power. Power of Luminary.
So there we go, Yggdragon has been name dropped. You very rarely get Yggdragon in Dragon Quest, but basically, as soon as they've made it clear that all the Dragon Quests are connected, despite being similar different stories, Yggdragon is always the dragon god, created the world that the game's based in.
Help to find how to beat.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, Dragon Quest 6 is connected to 4 and 5. I remember because you go to Zenithia. It's just a bit different.
Elder must awaken power. Power of companion. Elder walks. Praise be. Companions have light. Light of hope. Must kindle, strengthen. Leaves of Yggdrasil, children of World Tree, shine forth.
Oh, there we go. So Phantom and his companions learn new spells and abilities. New panels have been unlocked in their character builders. So, I've been given back my levels and stuff. So it's as if the Elder knew what was going to happen. So he's clearly connected to the Tower of Lost Time. But of course, it's as the Timekeeper said. When you travel back in time, you keep, even though all the other characters, other than Phantom, of course, don't remember going back in time. Only Phantom does. All the equipment and stuff is obviously kept, because obviously it needs to be kept so that you can use it anyway. It's a very clever way of doing it. Eric and the others' full potential has been unleashed and the levels have increased. Phantom also remembers all the places he's visited. He's now able to return to these locations at any time using Zoom.
Oh yeah! I feel amazing!
Some say light brings dark. Luminary brings Dark One. Not so. Mistaken. Luminary must end this. Break cycle. Yggdragon's blessing.
Hell yes. exhausted himself.
Waking tires, Elder. Walking tires, Elder. We will carry.
So I guess he's lazy just because, you know, he doesn't die. He will never die. He will just be there. So he just sleeps to preserve his energy and only wakes up when he needs to.
Very well. To the lands below. Let us seek out these seedlings.
As I said, Mount Panglai is one of the railway stations is the other, and you've got everything else. So, Sacred Flame, take it to the seedlings on surface, see memories of Yggdrasil. Find all three seedlings, ask other watchers know much, watchers know where to find. So I believe these tell you the story of the original heroes, once you come back here once I've done the 3 seedlings. And it also tells you about the rise of Mordegon. Of course, Mordegon is dead now, he's never coming back. But, unlike Calasmos, Mordegon should have never existed. You know, starting to get our questions, are we? Oh, might as well fully explore it then. I see seedling, holy, like one in temple, down below. On mountain of discipline, of training, angular. Cetacea can take you. It is not the only way, there is another way, faster. Yeah, zoom. There we go. So everybody's got their things back. Veronica just matches Phantom's level because, of course, Veronica doesn't have a level from Act 2 because she was dead in it, so they do that. So, oh, fuck. I've got to get everything again. I mean, fair enough. That's fine. We don't have an overpowered Serena anymore, but I think Veronica gets the dual cast spell, and then you've got whatever else in the meantime. And I'm going to get what I want, which is this stuff. I might get the boomerang and sword bits to open up these slots. Well, I mean, I can get that one. That one's clearly important. I don't need to go any further down though. HP Hoover, attacks the enemy, absorbs all their HP, I don't know. I mean, boomerangs will be useful for the final thing. So, oh yeah, as well, Master Pang will be alive in Mount Panglai as well. Yeah. In Angrilar now, of course, because, well, it's sort of a full circle. You know, there's so many characters that died that are now going to be alive, and they can give you even more stuff. And I've unlocked the 4th and 5th trials as well. So pet chance +5. Go. And then I just need to get those next. Let's go, Ronnie. What do we got here then? Magical Might rewarding. Oh, big boy stuff. This may take a while, but it doesn't matter. Enchant Echo, occasionally cast the same spell twice and then cost. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. A frizzle. There we go. Breath channeling there. This one next. There we go. I mean, we will unlock even further ones eventually, but for now, I'll do this. See what's there. Zing stick. I might as well give it to Veronica. So she's getting some of Serena's abilities. Serena equally gets some of Veronica's now. So I just need to get them two so that I can go in there. Don't really need anything else. I mean, I can work on the whips to go around to get that, because that is a heavy one, this one. And that's a whip one, but I want the MP, so... Yeah, Serena. Got the same type of, well, exactly the same shape, of course, different panels. Divine Restitution. Sails a group of enemies with radiant rays and also initiates automatic HP restoration. I like how they just managed to keep it, you know, keep upgrading stuff relevant, you know, with everything they add across all the acts. You know, none of it seems pointless, you know. The Grace of the Goddess, a beatific blessing that brings the user back to life if they bite the dust. I'm really too bothered about that. We'll get that shit first. Get that. Do this here. Enables a party member to avoid instant death when their HP is at 2 or above. Holy hymns, shit. Rubbish. So now I'll get that. That's useful. And then I'll get MP next, of course not yet. Sylvando, I mean, he'll be getting Fraternity. No, that's what Hendrik will be getting. He'll be getting... I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, with Sylvando, I just don't care about his board. Anyway. We've got Gold Rush, oh yeah, and then he hasn't even got anything extra. I mean, I know he's going to be getting extra stuff. You have to do a quest for it. Let's beguile and remove footage. Yep. That's it for now. What will keep it? Jade. Ah, yes. Go back to working on this stuff. Get your spears one up again. Cooper. Lightning Frost, yeah. That's pet chance, right? Yep. They're always worth it. If I end up rocking that, I'll go with that. There we go, that claws, that is spears, right. Oh yeah, bloody hell, let's do this again. There we go. I really want to get the panels that are necessary, so none of that. Got these ones though. Again. That's quite rewarding. And then whatever is in PR. That's quite rewarding. Of course, there is the medical mending side to things, but that and bang, agility plus 20. Oh, you need that, you're slow. Anyway. Pet chance. Oh, well done. Work on that stuff. 300. Fuck. Yeah, I just have to wait for Fraternity. I've got to beat Tweedledoom and what's the other one? Tweedledeath. Yes, just Tweedledeath and Tweedledoom. I think I need to get a Brother Blade again. Oh yeah. shield or heroism? That's heroism. Must be worth it. Pick up power up, well done then. I'll go with slash. That's another heroism as well. And keep the rest. Do a falcon. I mean that's for seeing 100 kills, but I don't know. Is everybody done? Well, apart from Sylvander, I mean he does like hardly anything. Anyway, hear stories from down below. Stories of Seedling in Laguna di Gondolia. But cannot walk there. Great cliffs block passage. Cetacea must take you. Is best way, only way. So that's the Gondolia one is the railway station I was on about. But it still leaves the one that I don't know about. Went down below long ago before, saw a strange tree, an ancient kingdom, ruined kingdom, king of Zot. I knew it was Radrust. But in rocky place of many cliffs, must ride Cetacea, only way there. Ah, so it's the Zwadros railway station. But anyway, I'm gonna go across to these little islands now. Get the quest. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting one more after I've got the seedlings anyway. You know, I mean, this might end up going for quite a while still yet. It just depends on how long everything takes. Anyway, let's go. Of course, these were ruined buildings before, but now they're intact. Saint's ashes, nothing else. Serena's harp, beautiful sound, beautifully made, should know, am harp maker. Serenica had harp too, soothing sound, cured illness, cured pain, used special strings made by watchers, made from special stone, harmonic crystal, know how to make, but no harmonic crystal, without it no strings. With harmonic crystal, can make new strings, can make new harp, help Serena, increase power, increase healing. Go luminary, seek harmonic crystal, luminary can find, watchers believing luminary. Get a boost to Serena's magical mending. Praise luminary, kind luminary. Harmonic crystal found at battleground, high in sky, but crystal deep underground. Inside monster, inside crystal local. But need key, ultimate key. Not found in square. Square of elder, square of eagle tap. Bring harmonic crystal. I'll wait until then. I'll wait here. I mean, I've got the ultimate key now, so it's fine. So it's in here. I like how there's just a chimera here, just chilling. Griffin wings. Wait, does Eric not have dual wielding? What? Whoa. Where's dual wielding? He does. What's going on here then? Say. Have a look again. Mirror armor. Oh, fucking shit. Not too bothered about getting it though. I mean, this is some good stuff I could get eventually. Like, get ore here now as well. But hopefully I'll be getting some good money. I mean, I'll be running out of money quite quickly. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing a lot of shopping. But hey hey. I'll get back over to this bit. Explore around here. I said I believe there was going to be another quest here eventually. I'm pretty sure there's 3, not 2. But hey hey. Here we are, the holiest of holy. Cheers. Road ahead, many battles, I know, right? at least everybody's got their levels back. So I mean, now you can do what you want, but I'm still going to stick to the main story path for now. Because I've got the seedlings down below, the seedlings in the temple, getting the Wheel of Time, and then going back to the tower, and then that's that. Perfect panacea. I'm going to drop off at the bottom and then go to the other one. It's such a nice place though. I guess this is, I mean, it's not a castle by any means, but I guess it's Dragon Quest XI's version of Zenithia. Zenithia was where the Dragon Head was actually situated. Like, Yggdragon isn't here, but this place, I mean, you always have a place like this in Dragon Quest, you know, where the divine beings are. Like in Dragon Quest 9, it's the, I forgot what it's called now, where you get the observatory. Oh no, it's just called the observatory, yeah. Where you are the guardians that watch over, and then you sacrifice your guardian powers to go onto the planet to solve things that way. I mean, Dragon Quest 9 is such a great Dragon Quest as well. Damn. Anyway, Drostan, great hero, very powerful, left knowledge of powers, left tomes, precious tomes contains secrets of powers. Well, this is the one where I've got to go to Gallopolis, the Royal Library, Heliodor, and the place in the Champ Sauvage, the Promontory Cave, where I faced Alizarin. Not Alizarin. Avarith. There's 4 bookcases. True warrior could find tomes, read tomes, learn secrets, enhance abilities, get better. Blind man's biff. Hendrik is true warrior. Hendrik has power, knows blind man's biff. Seek tomes. Improve it will help against Dark One. Tomes of Drostan lost, but can be found. Have not perished, have not vanished. Will you seek, will you find, will you learn? Drostan wrote 4 tomes, was mentor to 4 warriors, gave 1 to each. Drostan died, but his legacy lived on. 4 warriors spread his teachings, took tomes to every corner of the world. 1 went to Gallopolis, 1 to Sniffelheim, 1 to Phenomenon, and 1 to Heliodor. Go there, tomes must be there, on bookshelves waiting. Read them, then return here, tell me all. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you've done. I know you've got to the final fight, as I remember you saying a few weeks ago. But I mean, I don't know how much of the post-game content you've actually got left. Anyway, that party you've just made, I'll join immediately after doing this. But yeah, anyway, so the Zwaardsrust and Gondolia railway stations I need to go to, and then I'll go to to Angular. I'll get a reintroduction to them, because obviously it'll be treating me as if it's the first time I've been there. Well, everybody else is going to be their first time, because that's how it works in the game. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Right then. Oh well, they're giving me the markers. If memory serves, one of them, Nasir, joins you, and you see something with Veronica that you only see if you watch the opening cut. Like the thing. You get it every time you load into the game. You skip past it because there's no point anyway. Zwaardsrust Railway Station. So defeat the Dark Saber God, but there's also something else. Bum bum. Bob bum. Ba bum ba bum. Bum bum. I just love how the characters scream. Anyway, hello there, the angel from my life. Dark Saber Cat. Anyway, kaboom it. Which Veronica and Serena do not have. Well, Serena doesn't have as much MP as she had. She had like 5 on that. We distributed out the never gets old.
And don't come back.
You get some big enemies. Yeah. Here's the first seedling. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. So there they are. I mean, Serenica just has Drade written all over her face, anyways, of course. Phantom's like, back to Mount Fuji again, eh? So he enhances to Super Sword of Light, and I believe, yeah, it upgrades to Tatia this time. It gives it like this golden horn, which is pretty cool.
You all saw that too, right?
Yes. That man. The mark on his hand. Oh. You don't think...
Just like Act 2, when you're looking at the 3 seedlings in the temple. They say the exact same thing, it's just obviously a different scenario.
Aye, I do. And I've a feeling you've the same instinct, laddie, eh? That was Erdwin, the luminary of legend. Well, we've seen that they forged the Sword of Light together, but that doesn't tell us what happened with Erdwin's lantern. We need another seedling, laddie.
2 more, in fact, mate. And once you do the 3rd one, that weird white space will be where I'll see this here. Anyway, Dragon Quest 3 time. Do-do-do-do. 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 Bom bom. Do-do-do-do. Bom bom. Ba-dum ba-dum. Do-do-do-do. Bom bom. Do-do. I think the only thing that's missing is, I think, obviously the fight arena got turned into a casino, and it is that way in Octagonia, but I feel like there should have still been a way to like do the arenas, you know, as something separate from the Wheel of Harmony, like you fight human enemies that are like given benefits against you to make it difficult, like, or you do like one character against like specific enemies, and then you have to try and choose the best character for each one, similarly to Wheel of Harmony, but you know, it doesn't matter if it's not that. I know they added a few things to Dragon Quest 11S, which is put on the bloody Switch. You have like these weird red ghosts that look like the Darklings, but they're red versions. You have to go around collecting them or something. Anyway. It is Puerto Valor. No, we're not going to the battleground yet. We're going to go here. And then go to Angular, get reintroduced, they're like, come Luminary, join us. But I'll do all that shit later on. For now, just want to crack on with the story. Yeah, no enemies here. No sparkly spots of change. Well, I mean, there's one place I have to come back to. The Ballad have a rare variant in the Gallopolis railway station, and you have to face its rare variant for a quest. Of course, you know, there's no point exploring areas until I get quests. But yeah, most of the quests give you like enhancements to the characters. Not all of them though, but anyway. beam of light enhances Cetacean, turns it golden, and then gives it a horn to pierce through.
Wow! Did you see that? That was one well-dressed whale.
Cetacea looked very tough all of a sudden, didn't she? Could dressing her up like that be the key to getting through to where Calasmos is?
I suspect it might.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions. First, we need to see what the next seedling has to show us.
Anyway, let's see how many zoom locations we've got, shall we? Bang, look at that. Oh, there's a few that have kind of been chopped out, so the top of Angry-R has been chopped out, but you don't actually have to explore that, I don't think. So cool. I'm trying to get all the bestiary entries anyway, because that's just how we do. Dun, 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 Nice, there's a quest here, but you know, again, not bothered for now. Just want to get through the story. I mean, once I've done the story section, before I even go out, I might spend another stream just going to every town just to get the quests up. I mean, I say that, but going to Gondolia, you have to do something there before you unlock everything in the town. But anyway, this is the final step. So once you upgrade Cetacea, you break through the sphere that Calasmos is held up in, and then you fight him. So I'm going to get up to this point, and then I'm going to stop, because I don't want to face him until I've done all of the post-game.
That was Cetacea we saw, wasn't it? Flying toward the Dark Star. I suppose that means she really was the key to breaking through to the Dark One.
But what exactly do we need to do to dress her up like the old heroes did?
In another pickle, are we?
Here comes the seer again.
Where did you spring from?
If you're looking to give Cetacea a little more you'll be needing the help of the sage, Serenica. But to do that, you'll need to find her, of course, which will require another memory.
Another one? But we've visited all the seedlings.
Come a little closer, would you, Veronica, dear? My eyes aren't what they used to be.
You're supposed to be the seer, you're supposed to be all looking, mate.
Yes. You're not quite as you should be, are you?
Why does that matter?
Here, pop this on for me.
Back to a normal height, back to a normal self. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god.
Veronica, honey? Is it really you?
Well, I'll be.
This is what Veronica should look like before she was kind of sapped of her age.
Serena, join your sister over here, will you?
Doesn't quite look right though, does it? Because you've been used to small struppies for Veronica.
As I'm sure you're well aware, your destiny is to guide the luminary. When the two of you get together and pray with all your hearts, well, then miracles But this wasn't possible with Veronica in her reduced state.
Who are you? Who are you, really?
Now, are you ready to fulfill your destinies?
I know.
I need you to
Hindsight,
pray
playing the
like
game
you've
before.
never prayed before. Can you do that for me?
I'm the only one watching the stream, unless there's someone that's played to the very end credits that knows exactly who this is. Of course, they leave it to the end of the game because you don't want to give it away. Like she's not some small. She's not like a demigod. She's not just someone that's been gifted powers to be all seeing and all looking. None of that. Anyway, they've turned into kind of small version of Yggdrasil. Very strange.
What could this mean?
I think it means they've turned into a tree?
Come closer, Luminary. The tree has something to show you.
Here we go. Final memory. To do with Serenica and who she is. And it's going to piece everything together. You're going to be like, so that's who that is. It's quite a tragic tale between Serenica and Erdwin, as you'll see. So Erdwin went to finish off Calasmos. Erdwin gets betrayed by Morkan.
Morkan, wherefore wouldst thou?
I think it's pretty obvious who Morgan was now. So he harnessed the power of Calasmos after Erdwin defeated him. Himself. That's how Morgan became to be.
Such power! Lo, it doth burn black within me. So this is the might of the Dark One.
So because Serenica is Erdwin's lover, she kind of just becomes depressed. And she's locked away in a certain tall place where she's wrapped herself in guilt.
Of all the low down.
Betrayed by the very man he trusted most.
That sounds very similar, that does.
That's how the Luminary of Legend died? The poor thing.
The tree is still glowing, I see. I rather think it might have more to show you.
Very important pieces of info. So basically, that is how the first ever bloody hero ever died. He got betrayed and stabbed in the back. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's technically... I mean, it's Erwin in the original. Hey, hey. So yeah, there's Erdwin's lantern.
No weapon save the Sword of Light may end the Dark One's life.
Cannot be used. No luminary now. Only he may wield. Thus cannot kill, but can imprison. So Serenica.
Friends, lend me thy powers, that I might bind him and banish him forever.
So, to fill in, of course, throughout the main story, we assume that Erdwin killed Mordegon and then sealed away his powers, and then he came back. But it turned out the full truth was Calasmos was in fact the one they killed, and just as Erdwin was about to finish him off, Morkant betrayed him, soaked up Calasmos' power, became Mordegon, fucked off somewhere, and then waited until the present day. And then, as a result, Serenica has had to seal Calasmos away, but it's where Erdwin died as well. And as a result, I guess Calasmos managed to regain his powers over time because, of course, he couldn't be finished off because Morkant was a douchebag. So there we go, that's the full story. And that's why Calasmos was chilling in Lantern the whole time. As a result, Serenica was stripped of her true love. Bless her. There's something nice that happens in the credits scene now, and you're not going to be able to see it because they'll probably block it off like they did with the first bloody credits, which is annoying. The second credits are so good, like the actual credits worth watching. Anyway,
the sword of light belongeth with the world tree. I mean to bear it thence.
So yeah, Erdwin didn't even put it there. I mean, we assumed they did, but no, Serenica put it there.
Thereafter, I shall venture forth upon a quest. I shall seek him out. I shall find him.
So this, I mean, really is the most important cutscene we've seen so far.
I will be reunited with thee. I swear it.
Oh, is this the Tower of Lost Time? Oh, interesting. Oh, what do you know? The Tower of Lost Time, eh? Oh, but wasn't there a tall figure that was like those ghosts that had a green gem on it? So yeah, Serenica went to do what I did, well, what Phantom did, by reversing time.
I need only shatter it, and...
However, she's not the luminary, so it doesn't work.
Wherefore? Am I not strong enough?
And ever since then, she's been racked with guilt because she felt like she let Erdwin down, and she's never left this spot since.
Would that I might have seen thy face but once more before I passed.
And she's been stuck there, I guess, in a kind of limbo ever since. They kind of grant Serenica with immortal life and turn her into, you guessed it, the tall white shadowy figure. And this is where she waits, because she promised she'd see him once more. And now it's been thousands of years. Will she get a chance after all this time? You'll have to see to the end of the post game.
That's so sad.
So Erdwin's lantern was no star, nor was it the Luminary's final resting place.
No, it was Calasmos' seal. Erdwin went missing after Morkant killed him. And Veronica's gone
You've
back to
done
normal.
as you were meant
Well,
to do,
kind of.
girls. You've given the Luminary the guidance he needed.
We saw it too. We saw what happened to Serenica. What she became.
She's still there, you know. Up in that tower. And she still holds the key to defeating the Dark One.
How come you know about all this stuff, anyhow? Didn't it all happen centuries ago?
Oh, Eric, come on. She's
How
basically
indeed,
shown that she's a
my
deity.
inquisitive young friend. Perhaps I had better show you.
Huh?
What? You?
Ooh.
Yes, me. Morkant. Erdwin's erstwhile companion.
Bit of a strange one, after what he did.
There was a voice, you see. A voice inside my head. As Erdwin
I forgot
raised
you
his
actually
sword
find this
to
out now,
smite
actually.
the Dark One, it spoke to me. Strike him down, it said. Kill him, and I will grant you power beyond your wildest dreams. I tried to close my heart to those intoxicating words, but before I knew what was happening, my friend lay at my feet. The Dark One's power filled me. But even then, a part of me held out against the darkness. In time, it took on its own form, and that is who stands before you now. Now Mordegon is defeated, and so I too must fade. But I have one last prophecy for you before I go. The Timekeeper awaits you, Luminary. In a place north of the World Tree, the power of the Watchers will take you there. Now, go and give the Dark One our hiding, and bring this story to an end at last.
I mean, it's been thousands of years. Of course, the tale of Serenica and Erdwin is tragic, and Serenica is still up there because she's waiting for the opportunity to see Erdwin again.
There he goes. I guess we'd better get moving, huh? Sounds like we need to go see the Watchers.
So we've got to kind of restore two timelines. So yeah, Veronica can learn the Mighty Magic Burst pet power. So remember when I said back in Act 2 that there's a very, very, very disgustingly overpowered move that you can use in the post-game? Well, that is it, because Veronica and Serena use all their remaining MP for one attack. Let's just say if they have full MP, it's going to deal like 6,000 to 8,000 damage, just like that. And it's enough to defeat most bosses, even at this point. If not defeat, put them into orange. And even give Calasmos a good whack as well. So it's quite interesting because, I mean, I'm not just fighting for this timeline, I'm fighting for Serenica and Erdwin's timeline. You know, I'm not only fighting to save the present world, I'm fighting to save her world, you know, after what happened to her. It's quite interesting. Anyway, now I need to go to Havens Above, get the gear, and then go back to the Tower of Lost Time. But of course, Phantom's the only one that's been there before. Well, technically been there before, because again, they don't recollect the memories of Act 2 and the beginning of Act 3. Anyway, it's you, Luminary. Welcome to Home of Watchers, Eternal Home. Watchers always here. Always watch over Yggdrasil. Tower of Serenica? Not no, but no Tower of Mural, Wall Picture, Middle of Village Elder there. Speak with Elder, sleeps now but may awaken for Luminary perhaps. Well, I need the gear, so you know. Let's go. Well, the wheel. This will be the last bit I do. Revisiting Serenica. I mean, she won't recollect. Not even Morkant / the Seer recollect. I think there is one being. I wonder, like, the only thing that isn't mentioned is whether Yggdragon is aware that Phantom reversed time. Because Yggdragon is the god and created everything here, surely Yggdragon built the time sphere, so is aware of the possibility of someone using it, and surely, I don't know, it's not explained.
Luminary. Healing found, guidance granted. This scent, old scent, familiar. Zelda? Scent of Morkant. Well?
Phantom tells Eagle-Tap about the visions the sacred seedlings showed him and his companions.
Suspected, but did not know. Morkant's sorcery was great. Greatest, perhaps. But his heart, torn. Never satisfied. Always craving more. More power. Too much. Now you go to meet with Serenica. Gift for you.
And we've re-obtained the Wheel of Time. There we go.
So this will get us into Serenica's tower, will it?
Thank you very much, Elder Eagle-Tap.
Send regards to Serenica. Eagle taps. Regards.
Of course, he helps Serenica seal Calasmos away in Erdwin's lantern. All those thousands of years ago. But anyway, I'm gonna zoom. I mean, I'm already here, but it's just quicker, so I think to zoom to the front bit, go on it, go to the tower, and then I think that's the final bit. I mean, I need to go back to Mount Fuji, so I need to do that section again. But remember, Miko will be alive now, because Act 2 didn't happen. But the only thing I won't say is what's going on surrounding the whole dragon situation, and whether, you know, her son, well, what's happened with her son, because even though Yggdrasil hasn't fallen, I believe her and her son still go off and fight with it. Yeah, some of the scenarios from Act 2 have changed, because of course, you know, well, this lovely tree exists now and isn't, like, shattered into millions of pieces. But anyway, here we go. So the second and final time I climb the Tower of Lost Time. And now we know that the Timekeeper is Serenica, who has been wrapped up in guilt. And just, well, I mean, you know, she was wrapped up in guilt because she couldn't save Erdwin, because she wanted to go back in time, but because she wasn't the Luminary, she couldn't harness the power within the Sword of Light. And she failed, and she was willing to just lay there and die. A big tragedy. So here we go. Been going for about an hour and 5. It's actually gone quite slow. It's like streams never go slow, but I don't know. I mean, it's a good story element, but for me, it just seems to have gone slow. Very strange. And I believe the time sphere, I don't know if it's been shattered.
Grand.
You know.
Let's go and meet Serenica, shall we?
Because I think, obviously,
Come on, laddie.
I'm shattering
We've a
it, but
date
going
with
back in
destiny.
time, but I don't know if it stays shattered because it's been used or not. You know, a date with destiny, I've already had that, mate. Anyway, as I said, I believe this is the final point before I go off to Mount Fuji to, you know, go kick Calasmos' ass, but no rush. theme is so eerie. Obviously it's meant to be, because of what it represents. But anyway, go up once more. Dun, dun. Here we go. Oh, the altar of ages. Oh, the sphere is there again, but of course it doesn't need to be used now, so it's fine. Hello, Serenica.
Are you Serenica?
Serenica? This is not a name I know. State your purpose here.
The Dark One has returned, and, well, we need you to give us the power to save the world.
Save the world.
Do you remember this, Serenica? This was your flute.
I know it. But from where?
So yeah, she's kind of lost some of her memories. Well, I mean, it's not made clear how. She's probably out of guilt. Just giving it that good old guilt block, you know.
The memory is faint, but... yes, it is there. And yet, the flute I remember was different, mightier.
Yeet.
It can play but one melody, but it is the great one, the sacred one, a song of awakening, a song handed down through the years.
I think we know that song. Veronica? Mm-hmm.
So Veronica can finally play it.
Rejoice! Rejoice! The time is come. Arise! Awaken, Holy One!
We offer unto you the skies.
Fly free once more! Arise! Arise!
Do, do, do. You may recognise the theme because it's been heard in the game before. So if you remember, I think it was the first forest when she's asked to play, she's like, oh, I can't really play, I only know one song. And this is it. What a beautiful scene. Day. So this is the final bit before Calasmos. As I said, of course, I'm not facing him yet. Now that I've done all this, got this out of the way, we'll do everything else. Do all the other quests, go to all the other areas. There we go. Yeet! I believe it's given a bit more attack power as well. Got a little oomph. Yeah, yeet. Very nice. So yeah, tomorrow will be the last stream I do where it probably won't have any or many battles. So we'll go around all the towns And I'll leave Gondolia last because you get battles inside the town that you do first off. You've got the cobblestone rebuild thing I'll start. All the other quests I said that I'll get as I go around. And once I've done that, I'll go into all the different dungeons and stuff. And then Crystalinda, the witch in Sniffelheim, she gives you, well, she has like an ongoing quest that it's not an unmarked quest. If you keep on giving her one of, I think, 3 items, she can make different items out of them.
Oh, Sadesia, darling, you're looking just fabulous. A vision. Literally.
Long have I waited. Since the time of Erdwin. Since the last great clash with Calasmos.
But, oh, suddenly Tatia has a voice.
She spoke to us.
Shh. I think she's trying to tell us something.
But know this. The Dark One is powerful beyond imagining.
I know
a
my
trial awaits you. Beneath once mighty Svardsrust.
So that's the trials. They've got a lot now. And Drustin, you go to
mettle.
Drustin. So we've seen Morkan. Morkan's gone. Serenica hasn't quite been left to rest yet. Not until you've defeated Calasmos. Erdwin died, tragically. What a way to go as the pinnacle hero of the series.
And when the time comes...
And then Drustin is the only one
when you would
to quote-unquote see. You don't see Erdwin.
I stand ready to serve thee.
A wee practice scrap or two before the main event sounds like just what we need.
So that symbol I said you see in Svardsrust Ruins, that's what it opens, but just not straight away.
He's right. This is one battle we can't be too prepared for. Let's go get fighting fit before we take him down.
It's going to be like 2 weeks yet, Eric, mate. It'll be like mid-50s and I'll probably finish the game. Unless I'm completely overestimating how long the posting will take, but the trials will take a while. The third trial will probably take 2 streams, because it's basically the course tier reskin. But the battles will probably take longer. So you've got Trial Isle and the 3 trials. You've got stuff to do back in most of the places. So Serenica, as the timekeeper, is starting to remember stuff. So basically, yeah. So I've got to defeat Calasmos to save the old timeline and bring Serenica back to her senses. But that's what those white shadowy figures were doing. They were, you know, they preserved her on purpose to wait for the next opportunity. They're not bad in a sense, they just did what they had to. But anyway, we're going to need to do some serious training if we want to stand a chance against Calasmos. So I say we go to Svardsrust and see what this trial Tatia mentioned is all about. Quickest way to get there is to zoom to the Warrior's Rest. Rewarded for unlocking Tatia's true power and crossing the skies to do battle with Calasmos at last. So that is the penultimate story trophy you get in the game. The only other one is for completing the game. But anyway, I am not going to do anything else for now. I'm going to go to the Heliodor region campsite, and I'm going to, tomorrow, as I said, just go through every place. Get any quest. I mean, every quest should be available now. So get every quest. Start the Cobblestone rebuild quest. You've got to do blah 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 blah, because I want to go to Cobblestone first, because anywhere I go that will go towards that quest, it might not be available unless I do it. So yeah. There's a lot to do, but it's manageable. You just have to space it out. So there's some unofficial quests, some main quests, and then you've got your side quests. The unofficial ones are just ones that aren't to do with the 60 quests, but of course they're helpful towards characters, like the one with Sylvando and Hendrik in the Mangor Grove. Not the Mangor Grove, the Kingsbarrow. But anyway, that marks the end of this episode of my playthrough of Dragon Quest 11. So, thank you for watching this episode of my playthrough of Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of Elusive Age, and in the next episode, not quite going to get into the action of Act 3 yet, because I want to spend the time, as I said, going to all the different places. So I'll be zooming around all different towns, so Cobblestone, the Heliodor, well, both Heliodor places, Hotto, Gallopolis, Gondolia I'll leave till last, Slardrost I won't touch, Octagonia, Pot of Valor, the Strand, Lonalulu, Nautica, the Academy, Phnom Nom, Sniffelheim, Arborea, Viking Hideout, and then Angular, and then back to Havens Above, because I believe there's another quest. And then once I've done that, I'll go to Gondolia to explore that. So yeah, I mean, it might take more than just tomorrow's stream to go to all the places first, because I think with Octagonia especially, there's going to be something to like kind of kick off. I mean, I'll just do it as I go. I mean, the only problem is you don't really have to touch the world map too much. Of course, I want to go around, and I mean, I'll have to open up all of the gates in the islands as well. Speaking of that, let's get around that. But anyway, as I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.